The mission of Mimi's Minis Gourmet Treats is to share a hug with every little bite. The treats are like little hugs, and they are just perfect for celebrations, care packages, just because, or I miss you, token, or to lift someone's spirits after they had a hard time. Sweet treats have a way of making any moment a little better. Mimi means grandma in German. And Mimi's Minis was birthed out of cherishing and sharing how that as a symbol of spreading sweet bits as that of a grandma's love with friends and family in such a special way. There's nothing like remembering and feeling the sweetness that a Mimi smile, hug, lesson, and treat can give you in many, many ways. Mimi's Minis is just a way to remember a piece of that in a small way. Get yourself a small treat today at shopmimisminis.com. The link will be in the description below. So, first thing is first, I want to thank everyone for taking the time and checking out this podcast. I hope you stay and enjoy the entire thing. But before we start, I got a couple of things to tell y'all, and then we'll get started. First, just so you know, this was recorded before the election. I know I said this in the last podcast, but just for the newcomers, just to let you know, this was recorded before the election, so be aware that certain responses and stance may change. And also, we do talk about the medical condition that's affecting everybody, but I'm sure you know we kind of can't say it. I don't know if it's changed at this point, but I'm just gonna play it safe. So if there's a weird pause when people talk, that's kind of what it is. I'm basically censoring that word that I have no problem with saying, but this is pretty much our longest one, so expect a couple of these. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So what's up, everybody? My bad for the late start. A lot of things were going on, but anyways, I want to thank y'all for being on another convo. I appreciate it. And yeah, right now we're here with well, you know, I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves because I don't know what you want to be called because some of y'all got nicknames or aliases. So how about you go ahead and start off, Mr. Tim?
Tim from the streets, the two-man Taylor. What's good with it?
All right, for sure. All right, Keith.
Keith, aka Mike.
What?
Keith, aka Mike.
All right, fair enough. All right, and Jason.
Yeah, Jason, aka J Smooth from the J Squad.
Respect. All right, I want to thank y'all for joining in. But so the reason why I brought you here today, what I really want to talk about, because as the recording of this, we're very, very close to the election. I'm sure we all realize that, and I kind of wanted to talk about 2020, and want to know how you felt about things, kind of like specific moments that you care about, and yeah, I just wanted to know your feelings and how you felt about this year. So I know it's kind of generalized. But I know for me, it's been real crazy, starting off this year, the loss of Kobe Bryant to dealing with to all the craziness to George Floyd. And now we're at the elections and it's just insane. So I guess right now I just want to start and maybe I'll go ahead and start with you, Jason. I guess it generalized, like what has 2020 been for you? What's just kind of want to see what you've been going through and what you think about this year.
Man, this year has been one for the record books. Me personally, I'm going through, probably similar things that all of us is going through, not just as Americans, but, across the world. dealing with quarantining and, affecting people's finances, things like that. But as far as 2020, man, I don't really know what to say. Like you said, it's a generalized question, but I don't know. I don't know why everything is happening. I guess it's, the chain of events just seems like, things are going to get worse before they get better. But, 2020 is definitely a time of, I don't know. Actually, it kind of leaves you speechless with so many things that have happened this year. I really don't even know what to say as far as generally about 2020.
Yeah. 'Cause I know for a fact, I know for me, it's just been, heck, just looking at the news, it's just one thing after another. What about you, Keith, man? What have you been going through 2020? How's it been for you, man?
I'm going to go last.
Fair enough. Adrian,
Yo.
did you hear the question?
Oh, yeah, I heard the question.
All right.
You want me to answer that?
Yeah.
You sure?
I wouldn't ask if I didn't want you to answer.
Bro, yeah, well, I'm going to just let you know like this. Let me see if I can say this without cussing.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, no.
Don't censor yourself.
Yeah,
Don't censor yourself. Let me worry about that. You go do what you got to do.
Yeah, I didn't sign up for 2020, man. This is trash. Like, whoever, I said it back in June, man. They need to stop 2020 and let me out. I didn't want this ride, bro. I'll meet y'all in 2021. Because, this has been some interesting stuff. Just on the tip of the iceberg. My shop's been broken into, robbed. My house been broken into, robbed. Like, people really been getting bold with what they want to do. So, it's been an interesting journey. But at the end of the day, we still got to rock with it. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, if they think they're going to pull us in 2021, they are sadly mistaken. But finish out this year strong and figure out what's next.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Keith, since you wanted to go last, man.
2020 for me.
Yeah.
Ain't too much change for me, to be honest with you. The world has always been messed up. It's just you can't hide it anymore. I've always seen evil in the world. I've always looked at the world as a evil place. So there's just no lid to keep on that evil anymore. So this is what I see every day. It's just an HD at the end of the day. I've been like, I told you this almost 3 years ago. I said this. I was like, the world is going to have a hard reset and everybody is going to be messed up. I told you this 3 years ago. You can even say that. So I was ready for something bad to happen regardless of the fact. That's just how I live my life. And so 2020, I've made money. I haven't stopped working. I still got my house. I still got my stuff. I'm sorry for anybody who's had to suffer in this. My kids have been okay and my girl's been okay. That's the only thing I care about anyway, is my immediate family. As long as we A1 and safe, that's all I care about. Other than that, I can't control man. Like, if 2020 is anything to me, it just showed people's true nature. And people are evil. People are disgusting. People are arrogant. People are just a mountain of things, but there's not a lot of good in this world. That's why it's always funny to me, all these God-fearing people and God this and God that. But like I tell everybody who's a God-fearing person, it's like, have you ever stopped to think about maybe this is God's plan, your God's plan? He's throwing a hunky wrench in everybody's life. Like I said, I sit back and laugh because I saw this coming. So that's how 2020's been for me. just another day. Death, poverty, it's the same thing. It's just an HD. It's just an HD. It's the only difference.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and, man, I wish Dan was here to answer this one. But so let's talk about. I know we all been going through it with that, and I don't know where everybody ranges with that and how people feel. I just kind of want to get your mindset on where people are at with it. For me, I know I definitely take it real, but I definitely feel like, when it comes to government things, it's been definitely handled wrong. I feel like it can be handled better. And I kind of want to get your views on it because I know people, have dealt with this whole entire pandemic in a different way. So I wanted to see, what you've been going through with this and how you guys feel about it, and and where it's come from. I know talking to some other my friends. I know some of my friends, they don't really agree with it. Some people agree with it. Hold on, I got another person coming in. So sorry about that. Somebody else coming in, but I'll let him talk once he gets here. But I know we all have had challenges. So I really just want to stick on teen and what y'all think about it, and just your views on it and what you feel about it. And what's up, B? You need to turn your mic real quick, bro. All right. Yo, Adrian, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, I want to let you start off with that question about teen and what you think about it and how you come to your conclusion, if possible.
Yes. The Ronas.
Yes.
It's honestly, I mean, you see me. I still move in the streets the same way as before. It's just, I mean, I guess I'm a little more mindful because some people are feel a certain way about it, and I try to respect their decisions. But I mean, at the end of the day, I look at it like it's a little too much. It's like that overprotective parent. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they doing a little extra, but I mean, I guess everybody in the world's doing it. But it almost looks like it's like gas prices. They threw the worst possible gas price at us, and then we're like, oh, oil's lower, so they lowered it a little bit, and everybody was like, oh man, yeah, this is great. And then they jumped it up ridiculous, and then they lower it a little bit, and they keep doing it until it's normal to pay a high price, and you just good with that. So the same thing, if people just accept it, you know, they relieve a little bit, and then they go back into the mainstream. I mean, hell, where I'm at, we just got upgraded back to DEFCON 7 or purple or whatever the hell they want to call it.
Yeah.
So everything just closed back down. So yeah, I'm like, well, I'm not closing. So everybody comes in, and I get a lot of mixed reactions. People are glad we stay open because, yeah, it's funny because even if you stay open or closed, the rent check still got to come in. So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's what it is. So I mean, again, everybody's waiting for this election to see if this continues or ends. So I'm kind of interested to see if this is gonna just disappear too. But we'll see.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So what's up, B? I want to give you a chance to introduce yourself real quick, man, because you're a late ad. And we can't hear you at all. Yeah, we're not getting nothing.
Damn, you want me to help you, Brandon? All right, look, yo, I'm Brandon. What's happening, everybody? I had to get fly for this. Got my new headphones and my mic right.
No, we can't hear you. All right, B, we'll come back to you, man. Actually, you know what, Jason? I'm going to let you go ahead and say your piece on this.
Oh man. Well, I feel the way I thought about team was I tried to think of it objectively. I don't live in fear, so I still try to move in a way to where, I'm not, try to move within restrictions. I DJ, so my business has been completely shut down because the entertainment industry has been shut down. But I think we were due for a pandemic. Another one, people acting like this is the first pandemic, and this won't be the last pandemic. And I don't think it really has anything to do with the election. Like if it was just in the United States, then I'd be like, okay, probably be some malice to it. But since it's a worldwide thing, I feel like, there's something going on. I don't know if it's as serious. I always was trying to stay balanced and thinking like, hey, I don't know if it's as serious. The media take anything and blow it up times 100, so I try to stay within the realm of, okay, do everything you can do to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's against any virus, but you can't live in fear and not live your life because, that's just not living in, either way. So I don't think, I don't think the United States handled it very well. I think we could be in a better place right now if things were dealt with in a different manner.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't think this will be the last pandemic. A man can make, like my brother said earlier, humans are evil. So a man can get in that lab and cook something up, and we don't know where or how it came about. But I do believe that it's something real going on. I think it does really obviously impact people that are older, or immune systems can't fight that type of thing off. But yeah, man, I just try to, still stay to myself, which I do anyway. But I'm not scared for sure.
Yeah, definitely. All right, B, are you good finally?
I don't know. Am I?
All right, finally, we can finally hear you.
All right, cool.
All right, man, I'm going to let you take a quick second to introduce yourself, and then I don't know if you know what the question is, but if you do, you go ahead and answer it. But first, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yeah, what's up, you guys? My name is Brandon. Apologize for being late. I was completely busy. My room is a mess. My desk is. I have all these boxes around, all this other stuff around, and I'm like, oh shit. So I just had to move all the stuff out the way, and I'm here. So yeah, what's up, you guys? I'm a web developer. I was working on the project, and thank you for reminding me, G, because I forgot this was Wednesday. So no, that's my bad. And so yeah, let's begin the show. I do not know the question.
All right. So basically, I was talking about how people feel about COVID-19. Do they feel it's real? How they've been moving with it. What they think about it. So,
well, is it real? Yeah. Is it as dangerous as the media make it seem? No. I went during this time. I actually went out there and explored the different regions of California, and seemed like a lot of Californians that they're not taking this seriously. Throughout this whole situation, I only know one person who actually got the virus. It just doesn't seem as big like how they make it out to be. And also, like I said, there's reports on because doctors make more money when a patient died and is considered as the cause is considered as the teen. So you had nurses coming out saying that the doctors were lying, pretty much saying that all these causes of death was because of, and that just wasn't true at all. So we don't know what the number is. We don't know how overblown the number is. I believe it exists. that's why I still move with conscience. I'm not going to put myself or any of my family members in jeopardy because I think this is a bunch of baloney. No, I'm not that hard headed by any means. So, but yeah, man, we handled this thing. We handled this thing completely terrible. Um, it just showed us the lack of production that America have been going throughout all these years. The lack of production that America been going through. Um, the amount of stuff that we lack as a country, man, is absolutely insane. The amount of stuff that we're outsourcing in other countries is absolutely insane, man. The fact that we're getting most of our medical stuff in another country, man, that don't make no sense to me. So I just hope pray that we all learn from this situation. Expect it to get a lot worse in this winter time. Expect a second wave of a whole bunch of confusion and nonsense. Because we have terrible leaders and no one knows what the hell they're doing. And, stock more food, stock more water, and just be prepared for the worst, you guys. That's all I got to say about this.
All right, Keith, man, it's on you, man.
It's not like, it's just like, I think it was Jason said this. It's like, it's not like this hasn't happened before. It's like 10 years, and we've had 3 other ones, and we've had Ebola, and we've had measles, and I forgot the other one. I just had it in my mind. So I just feel like they needed a way to hard sell it. Ebola didn't have the effect of, that they wanted it to have. It's like Ebola was around the same time as this first whole, Trayvon Martin death thing. It's just, I'm not saying that it's not real. I believe it in full effect. I know multiple people who have it, family members, blood family, close family. And, I didn't believe it until maybe like about 3 months ago when one of my male family members got it. And, he's in one of the coldest places, so, I felt bad for him. I really did. But I live in a transit state, man, or transit city, which is, one of the biggest transit cities out there, which is Vegas. So I hear so many mixed signals and, people don't care, and, right. I get it from both sides. It's like we all have to work and we all have to eat because a lot of us live check to check. So I just, the only thing I've been thinking about, it's so ironic. It's like it has every symptom as the either the flu or the common cold. So it's like you're not giving people a good chance. It's like you're telling people that they can't be sick. It's like for years we went to work with colds and cough. It's like, if you cough now in a grocery store, it's like you got the goddamn T virus. It's like it feels like it's Resident Evil. It's like you might as well be shot on sight. It's crazy how they've scared so many people. I'm not saying that it's not real because, like I said, I don't like being next to people I don't know anyway. So it's like, I keep 6 feet regardless of the fact. It don't matter if it's a virus or not. Like, back the fuck up. Like, we don't need to be that close. That's just a black thing, though. I don't think it has anything to do with a sickness. Right. It's like, dude, back the fuck up. Like, why? Like, okay, if I know you, it's like, it's cool. I know you, we cool. But, bro, if I don't know you and you not, like, look dirty or smell, nigga, back the fuck up. Like, get away from me. Like, but that's always been my mentality. But I feel like they needed a way to sell this. And I feel like, like, yeah, saying basically, or you know, all the conspiracy theories over the years, put the number 19, and it's just people and just like he said, the media just ran with it, and like I said, yes, I do feel like it's affecting elderly people. I do feel like, yeah, you know, I agree with all of that. With people with weak immune systems, I do feel like we all do have it, and it just sucks if we do have elderly people. It's going to affect it. I feel like it's on some old like you know, we have it, and because like I didn't know that it was a such thing as a broken heart syndrome. Like people are dying from broken hearts. And elderly people die from broken hearts. And I didn't even know that was a thing. It's like so many people have died and because they can't see their loved ones. And like, I really feel like, I mean, I personally believe in the whole genocide thing. It's like, you need to figure out a way on how to keep killing people because this world is overpopulated. Instead of telling us that the world is overpopulated, they're going to figure out a way on how to limit the population every so often. Like I said, Ebola killed a lot of people. Measles killed a lot of people. A West Nile virus killed a lot of people. So on and so be it. But like I said, I feel like they didn't only create a virus, they created doubt and panic in people. I mean, spousal abuses have went up. Kids' deaths has went up. It's like parents are literally leaving their kids in cars or throwing them out a window. It's like you created something and to manipulate people to basically kill each other. Like literally kill, like panic to kill each other. It's not even about the virus. It's like what it's doing to people's mental mind state is just crazy to me. That's the scary part. That's the true scary part. It's not the virus that's killing people. It's just like we can't see beyond the just the virus or the sickness. It's like we can't even make money if we don't have our own businesses because a job can be like, no, you're sick, stay home for 14 days. It's like, what the fuck are you telling me? Like I live check to check and my rent ain't gonna wait 14 days anymore.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, dude, it's crazy. It's just crazy.
All right.
Yeah. And you know what? Something that everybody says, which I agree about, actually this was going to be the next topic I'm actually going to bring up, and that is on the media and the effect on things and like the trust in them. Because you know what? I'm probably going to come to you first, Keith. This the only reason being is because, you know, we saw firsthand on CNN when they were about to break into the CNN building, and dude was like, you know, basically was getting his hand wrapped up, and the dude was literally on TV was saying, oh, he has a bomb, or he has like what was like a bomb or a Molotov cocktail. I was about to throw into the building, and you know, and we saw it firsthand. So I really want to come to you first because you know I was with you when we saw it. So I'm going to hear your thoughts on the media and what's been going on because man, I mean, again, we saw it together.
Yeah, no, I'll keep it short. Yeah, and we saw those riots, and we saw this black guy say that this guy was going to throw like he punched a window and his hand was all bloody, and then it was a white guy. It was a white guy who punched the window, and then the black guy helped him, and then they just automatically said like this dude is going to throw a bomb or whatever you said. Yeah. And like, you know, we just couldn't believe, like in the moment, live TV, like this wasn't, you know, pre-recorded. This was live TV. So like ever since then, yeah, I mean, I can agree, man. That was the most disgustingest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Like, how could you just say that? And when like you could clearly see this guy just wrapping up his hand because his hand was bloody. Like, you know, how could you say like it's crazy. It's like the media just like it's literally against us. It's literally to scare us, to promote crap that we should not even care about. Like, oh, like what fucking Cardi B's doing or the Kardashian, like what the hell does that matter? There's so many things that are happening in the world. You know, I'll say this a little last thing because like obviously I got kids and a lot of you guys got kids. It's like, you know, I don't like when, you know, a lot of these famous people go out of the country to help obviously outside of the world. There's so many kids, like, you know, like I said before, I live in a state where we have a place called Child Haven. Every time a kid gets taken out of their home, they get sent here. It's literally hundreds of kids who are there who need families and this and that. And it's always disgusting how I have tried to research to see if anybody like talks about this place, and nobody talks about it. And it's just, and that's what I'm saying. It's like the media talks about the wrong thing constantly, 24/7. That's why I don't really do the Facebook. I mean, I got a Facebook and an Instagram, but it's like I don't spend all day on that because it's a bunch of nonsense. It's literally terror in the world, and that's how it keeps going.
All right, Jason, I'll let you go next, man.
The media. Well, I think we all know that the media thrives off of headlines, and they thrive off of fear.
Yeah. So
they never really report the things that should be reported, and the things that they do report are generally skewed. You know what I'm saying? The information you get is pretty much never the truth. And I feel like that's just a means of control, right? Because what information you take in, if you don't have the ability to filter that into your own truth or the truth, then you can be influenced by that. So, you know, the same thing with you saw how fast people panicked when things went on. That was driven by the media. And like Keith was saying, you know, we get bombarded with irrelevant things that are not applicable to our life or have any real value. So I think the media knows that, and they know human behavior. So they know that we have a negative bias, right? Like generally humans have a negative bias. So they just know, okay, feed them the negativity because you don't see the good things in the world that do exist. You don't see that getting published, right? Even when things happen that are positive, it doesn't really get publicized because it doesn't draw people in, and it doesn't make people clash. It doesn't make us argue and go at each other and get emotional. So I think they really do feed off of our reactions. So the media, there are some good media outlets, but I think they're independent sources.
Yeah.
You know, journalists that really go out there and really deliver the truth as is. They don't have, you know, big networks, billion-dollar networks controlling them. So you have to, just like with any other sourcing of information, you have to do your own research to find the people that are going to give you the truth, because there is a need for media, right? Like we need to know things. But like you said, everything's controlled by 3 or 4 networks, and everybody has their biases. So.
Yeah. All right, B, I want to let you go ahead and say your piece, man.
Media, man. They're absolutely disgusting, man. Like I said, there's a certain rule I've been following since I was young. When I was told this when I was younger, and I've been living by it. 3 things: never trust the news media, never trust the government, and always follow the money. And I've been living that way for a very long time. And it's so disgusting to even look at the news, man. You can tell they're absolutely making fun of us as people, man. It's disgusting to look at. It's like they know they're lying. They lie to our face. It's like they laugh at you while they're lying, and they just don't care, man. And the sad thing about it is, when you have people like us calling that stuff out, I won't be surprised if G something happened to this video. Honestly, because we're calling out the news media, man. If you guys realize what's been going on with Google and their censoring, it's real hard to find things on the internet nowadays. People that I used to look at who was independent journalists gone. Even just Google searching is hard to just find information nowadays. Now, I'm glad that Facebook, Twitter, and or just Facebook and Twitter that's getting in trouble right now for
Facebook, Twitter, and Google, which
owns
YouTube. So
yeah, and I'm glad that that they get caught out. Now, is it real? I don't know. Will they get punished? I don't know. But I'm just glad that they are getting caught out for their foolishness. They've been censoring a lot of people who didn't do nothing, who were just speaking their opinion, and everyone had the right to speak their opinion, and they're just blocking everyone who's outside the left thinking. They block everyone outside the left thinking to fit that agenda that they're getting paid to promote. So it's sickening, man. It's like everyone just said, man. They're using the news for fear. They're using the news for control, and just to mask what everything is going on, man. If you look at other sources outside the news, man, there's so much things that's going on right now, man. It's crazy. The fact over 300 elephants in Africa died mysteriously.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
They didn't talk about that. They're not talking about all the birds that's just falling, thousands of birds that's just dying automatically, just falling right out the ear. They're just dying. So there's a lot of things that's going on, man. That's highly worrisome to me, and they're just not talking about it. That's way more important. Like he said, with Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion, what they're thinking. Like this is frustrating, man. This is frustrating.
What that wet ass pussy do though? That's all they care about.
Hey, Adrian, man, you there, man?
What up?
All right, man. It's on you, man.
Oh God. Okay. I don't know how old you guys really are, but let me tell you something. When I was younger, I remember the news, and man, that was almost a punishment to watch that shit. It was terrible. It was boring and shit, and they was talking about a bunch of shit I really didn't know about, and I was like trying to figure it out, but I was like, man, can I just go to bed? Like, yo, this is ridiculous. And then all of a sudden it started changing. Just as society changed, news had to change. News isn't the news anymore. News is entertainment. Like,
True.
every form of news is entertainment, from social media to the news channels to the newspaper. Think about it. Who the hell would sit there and watch an hour of what's really going on in the world? It would be the most depressing shit ever. So yeah, they gotta hype it up. They gotta embellish some shit. They gotta add some shit in there. And it's like some people really take it to heart. But the other part is that the media has put themselves into basically programming the younger people into needing everything so instantaneously. Like they need to, like you guys said, Cardi B. They need to know what Cardi B had for lunch. Okay, they need to know if Cardi B is going to the nightclub and how it worked like 10 minutes after she got, like, all that shit has to be there. So a lot of the information they get is skewed and fucked up and just ridiculous, but it's what everybody wants and what people feed off of. And the more drama they get, I mean, when these reality shows cracked, dude, like, the news is nothing but a big reality show. Like, everybody feeds into it. Half of it's scripted, but they still think, oh man, this is, like, people tune into the news now. It's the craziest shit ever. And then when you look at any other platform that people have, if you want to just speak the truth, no one's gonna care. No one's gonna listen. They want to hear what drama's going on, what's cracking out today. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear the new song that's coming out that's trash and garbage. Like, everything that's spewing out is just trash right now, and people eat that crap up because that's just what they've been fed their whole lives. And then people are like, well, what's going on over here? What's going on over there? Man, yeah, what's going on right here? Regardless anything that's happening anywhere else, there's crazy shit going on, like, in your neighborhood that you don't even know about, because most people are stuck inside. And all they do when they stuck inside is go back to the entertaining point. They go back to social media. They go back to the news.
So I'm glad you brought up a lot of topics because, like, I'm trying to figure out which way to go about this because there's a lot there's to cover. We probably won't be able to get to everything, so I'm trying to decide where I want to go to. Yeah, there's a lot, and I'm trying to decide where, do we want to do the politics thing? I got some question about the police thing, and I have some question about, the reason why I started this channel. So, you know what? B, what interests you more? What were the three topics I put up? And we'll go with that because we go all over the place. So, B. Oh no, did it freeze?
So yeah, that did just happen. So basically, I lost internet connection, and because of that, I'm just gonna stop it here. So don't even worry, I got another one coming next week. Well, chapter 2 of this series. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and yeah, please come back. We got more for you next week. So once again, thank y'all for checking this video out. Well, not this. It's not a video. It's actually audio. So, man. So thank you for checking this podcast out. I definitely appreciate it. And yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let all your peoples know about it. At least share it. That's the best way to help this channel grow. And yeah, we'll be back next week with another episode.